Welcome to the lesson on setting up serial numbers for tracking throughout the COBRA program. I'm in the Pricebook Center, which I accessed through the JobMaster Pro main menu, and I have displayed an item that I want to track serial numbers for. This happens to be a Rude furnace. Now the key to making this work is, first of all, this vendor part field. We need to have a catalog number or a model number displayed in the vendor part field. If you have one in the trade number but you don't have it in the vendor part, it's a simple process of selecting utilities, change vendor info, selecting all your product groups, and then selecting this option to copy trade numbers to vendor parts and clicking the Save button. Then COBRA will make sure that your vendor parts are populated with the trade number, as you see here. So, once we have the item displayed with the vendor part, we go up to Edit, Item Serial Numbers, which opens up a window to show us previously entered serial numbers and even which jobs they might have been assigned to. But we're just entering some new ones. So the first time around, you need to enter the serial number, however long it might be. Then the expiration date for the item, because COBRA is going to track that for you. Then the model number, the model year, you can put a note in there. And by the way, I'm just pressing enter through these fields too, so that's how you get around all of our screens and windows, is by pressing enter. Now the keyword is very important because this works with customer history notes and the customer service center to track this item on different reports, recall lists, things of that nature. So what I would suggest is to put a keyword that represents the type of item that it is. And when I press enter, the save button becomes highlighted, and I'm just going to press enter. And now you can see the item is on the list below here. So I can continue entering these, or by the way, when you're in the serial number field, if you have a barcode reader, you can just barcode them in here too, which is kind of cool. Because usually the serial number is the one that changes. The model number and everything else usually remains the same. So now that I have my serial numbers built in here for this item, I'm going to show you what will happen when I use this item on a job. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab this item number so I don't have to remember it by right-clicking on it and clicking copy. And when I go to a job, and I'm in the material posting screen, what I can do is bring up that item number, and when I post my quantity, what I can do then is go up to options and say get serial number, and what COBRA will do is show me the unassigned items here. So if you had previously assigned some of these serial numbers to customers and jobs, those will not show up on this list. So when I double click on one, COBRA automatically created my customer history information on that for tracking and for all my recall letters or maintenance contracts, things of that nature. So that's all we need to do for that. And then what I'll do is go right back to the Pricebook Center and show you what happened with that item. When I go up to Edit, Item Serial Numbers, it shows me all of the items, even the ones that were assigned. So now this item has been assigned to the job, as you can see here. But also when we go back to the job, you can see the customer it was assigned to. So if we go into that customer's history notes, from anywhere, from Customer Center or from right here, we can see that that keyword exists here, and here is the last item that was posted to the history notes for that. So now this item can be tracked, and in the history notes report writer, if you wanted to pull a list of all customers that have this model number, for example, you can do that kind of thing, send out recall letters, labels, and do anything you want. So that's how we automate that process. This is the end of the lesson on setting up serial numbers.